Worcester State University presents the groundbreaking and naming ceremony for the new residence hall on Wasylean Plaza on March 21st, 2013.
Good afternoon. We are once again getting ready to have a groundbreaking ceremony. This is my third. The first one was in 2002 with Wasylean Hall, and then 2007 with the parking garage. And we had another construction in between that didn't require a groundbreaking with the extension to Dowden Hall. And now we are in the process of adding another 400 beds. And we're here to celebrate that because it's something else that's wonderful for our students. In addition to the 400 beds, we are going to be adding a brand new state-of-the-art dining hall that will service the entire campus. So we're all really very excited about this project. This will be the first time that we have also named a building before it's constructed. So that's even more exciting. We're not doing it after the fact. We have someone to name it after and watch it go up knowing whose name will be on the building. So I want to thank all of you for joining us this afternoon. And now I will turn the microphone over to President Maloney.
Clapping is usually very flattering, but it also keeps everybody warm. This may be the quickest groundbreaking ceremony in the history of the Massachusetts State Higher Education. I would also like to add my thanks to all of you for attending today's ceremony. We are very proud of this new building. We're very proud of what it represents for our university, and very excited for its opening in 2014. Before I make a couple quick remarks, I did want to recognize some of the dignitaries who are here. First and foremost, from the members of our local board of trustees. First, our chairman, John Brissette, who will be speaking a little bit later. Remember, keep the clapping thing in the warmth. Trustee Robert Thomas. Trustee Marianne Hammond. And Trustee Terry Shanley. Although I have not seen him, I believe our chairman of our WSU Foundation, Greg Rosen, is here, but there are also several members of the WSU Foundation. If you could just wave and say hello, I'd like to recognize the foundation members who are attending. Certainly I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the Patrick and Murray administration, Secretary Malone, Chair of the Board of Higher Education, Charlie Desmond, and Commissioner Richard Freeland for all their support throughout this project and all of our capital construction projects throughout the state. Certainly, one of our main lead partners in any housing project, of course, is the MSCBA, the Mass State College Building Authority, and its Executive Director, Ed Adelman, who is I know that the chair of your board, Ed, Jim Morse, is not here, but you do have a member of your board here that you'll recognize later. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank some of the folks who helped us along the way, including Janet Stegman, who helped with our needs analysis. Of course, our design partner in Coady Clancy, led by Rob Chandler and his team. DCAM, who played a role in helping to work on our master plan that started the process off in terms of the siting of our new residence hall. Including we always like to give thanks to our building inspector, Joe McAvoy, for helping us through all the twists and turns of the project. Thank you very much, Joe. Our new partner in this is the Contiguous Construction Company, who many of the members are standing outside here. We'd like to welcome you to the project and thank you for your help and service thus far. Our next main partner, of course, in this project has been a partner that has been with us for many, many years, and that, of course, is Chartwells. Chartwells really stepped up to the plate when we engaged them in conversation, when we told them about this project and what it meant for the campus and the student body in general, and what we were thinking about in terms of the components. And as I said to Ed Adelman on the phone probably about a year ago, we really can't add bed capacity without addressing our needs in our dining space as well. And I'd like to recognize Greg Coady, Rich Perna, and the entire Chartwells team for stepping up and helping us make this project a reality. So thank you. I certainly would be remiss if I didn't thank the Worcester State team. Sibyl Brownlee, Dr. Sibyl Brownlee has led efforts on behalf of the university in this construction exercise, followed by, of course, Sandy Olson, Kathy Eichelroth, Adrian Gage, who's in the back, and the entire Res Life team, and Julie Kazera. And thank you to all of you for all your hard work. I did not want to leave out the students, and representing the students later today, of course, is Trevor Sancoucy, the president of the Student Government Association. The students got engaged in this project well before I arrived on campus and helped us through several of the design steps in going through focus group conversations to help us understand what amenities we needed to see and have in this building, what the design should look like. And I want to thank, on behalf of all of us here, the students for their involvement, and they will reap the benefits of this project for sure. So congratulations, Trevor. Lastly, I just wanted to acknowledge, and we can all kind of give him a big wave on TV, is of course Lieutenant Colonel James Sheehan. He is sitting down in sunny Florida watching this event live on TV, and I'm sure it is warmer than it is here. We will be talking a little bit more about Lieutenant Colonel Sheehan in a few minutes, but he was unable to make today's event. He could not reconcile his schedule. He will be coming to campus later in April for the Academic Achievement Awards, so we do look forward to seeing him then and thanking him as part of this process, but we are very thankful that he's been very, very supportive of this new residence hall as well. I would just like to quickly add to what Sibyl said before, that yes, we are gaining 400 new beds. Yes, we are gaining a facility that will enlarge our dining operations and modernize that dining operation. But this project has meaning beyond just what a typical residence hall has for a campus. I believe this building, along with the new wellness center that will be opening in the fall, sometime during the year, early in the year of 2016, will be a catalyst for increased student life on our campus. This will provide opportunities for all of our students, faculty, and staff to congregate, recreate, and do new aspects of programming that we're not really able to do right now. This new building will also allow our WSU to meet its current student housing needs. I've been very careful, as we all have been, to talk about that this is not about adding 400 new students to Worcester State University. This is about collecting and gathering the existing needs that come from our student body currently. This new building will also allow the WSU to tell a different story when it goes on the road with admissions. Along with those acceptances now, we will be able to make a 2-year housing guarantee to students as they come into Worcester State University. And that's a much different offer than we are currently able to make, and certainly will strengthen our offers as they go out to very talented students around the Commonwealth, around New England, and around the country. This building will also, in closing, will also be a huge help in solidifying and being a major piece in our retention puzzle. As you all know, a year and a half ago we started our Succeed in 4 campaign, which has been a campaign designed to keep the students that we work so hard. We spent so much time and energy to recruit the talented student body to come to our campus, and we've been making great strides. As we all know, this past year our 6-year graduation rate went up by 4%, now sitting at 51%, which is 51% towards our overall goal set to reach 56% by 2016, which is very, very exciting. This building will play a huge role in helping us achieve that statistic, help us continue to move forward in a way that retains our current student body, because we all know that the students are here now that are extremely talented, extremely excited to come to our campus. We want to be able to provide for them the housing opportunity, the dining opportunity that they deserve. So on behalf of the faculty, staff, and students, we're very, very excited. We welcome you all here to this ceremony, and I look forward to seeing you all. Who did I forget?
We just had our president of the foundation just arrived, and I know that you would want to thank members of the alumni board as well as the president, Mr. Chartwells.
Immaculitis, who's the chair of our alumni board. His wife Roseanne remembered that when this campus was just one building, and now we are continuing to sprawl on our 53 acres. Coming in is our chair of our foundation. We recognized earlier Mr. Greg Rosen. And I did see Joe McAvoy right over there. He caught the corner of my eye. Thank you again, Joe. But in closing, I do look forward to seeing you all back on a much longer day in late August, early September in 2014, when we're actually able to open the building, cut the ribbon, and welcome you all into our new residence hall. Thank you so much.
And now I would like to introduce the chair of the Board of Trustees and alum, Mr. John Brissette.
Thank you, Sibyl. I think the last time that I was up here under a tent was commencement many years ago. Those of you that were here, it was that cold, except it was snowing and raining. And that poor woman who walked across the stage in labor, and she had her baby. It was wonderful. True story. True story. She walked right across the stage. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. But thank you, everyone here. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to thank everyone for joining us today as we embark on another piece of the puzzle, as I say, to make this the greatest state university in the Commonwealth. It's indeed a pleasure to have so many of you here, and I wish to send a very special hello and thank you to Colonel James Sheehan, who is an incredible supporter of this university, and more importantly, to a supporter of our students. And President gave him a shout out. I know, shout out to you, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I was with you in Florida right now. But working with the Mass State Building Authority has always been a positive and productive experience here for us at Worcester State. And once again, they continue to make our dreams realities. Special thanks to Greg Coady, who is the Executive Director of Chartwells. I want to thank you and your staff for your incredibly generous support to make this dining hall a reality for us. Without your support, this would not become in addition to what we need to do here. I also want to thank the folks from Consigli who are here, who have been working all winter through this 108.8 inches of snow. I live close by and I drive by all the time. I truly appreciate everything that you folks have been doing to keep us on time, on budget, and we'll be ready to open this up in the fall of 14. Our students and faculty and our guests will experience an incredibly state-of-the-art two-story dining facility with windows, glass overlooking the athletic fields, the John Coughlin Field, and soon to be the 101,000 square foot new athletic facility that we will be tearing down the old one very soon, I hope. I just want to thank you all. This is a exciting opportunity for me as an alum here. When I graduated from this school, we only had the dorms right behind us, Chandler Village. We've grown so much because of not only the dedicated work of the students, but to you folks here who work here, who are in the trenches, who deal with the admissions problems, who deal with the housing problems. I know that it's difficult when we don't have enough beds and we're calling and we need you to help, but this is just another benefit that we'll have to make our students' life here an incredible experience. So thank you all very much and enjoy the day.
Our next speaker is a colleague. He's a local person. He is the Senior Vice President and CFO of Becker College, as well as a member of the Mass State College Building Authority Board. So I'd like to welcome Mr. David Ellis to the podium.
I've spent my whole career in private higher education, so I was going to make a joke that I voted against this project because we're a competition, and then Ed told me you can't do that in the public sector. So, it's with pleasure on behalf of the of the board of the Massachusetts State College Building Authority. We'll have to change that name at some point since there's so many universities. We congratulate you, the president, on what this day represents and the benefit this will have to your community. I've been very, very lucky. I've spent 36 years in higher education, and while I ultimately ended up in finance, my very first job was as a residence hall director at the University of New Hampshire. I think the residence life people are back there. And my first full-time job was as a director of residential life. So I have an appreciation, and I can tell you that our board does, for the value of co-curricular life, what residence hall communities mean to colleges and universities. And depending on how many faculty are in the room, I will say, if there's a lot of faculty, I'll say 60% of the experience of our students when they graduate occurs in the classroom. Since I don't see a lot here, I'll say 60% actually occurs outside of the classroom. Having also been a dean of students, I can assure you that not all of that is positive, but at the end of the day, it's about student development and what you as a university can provide to your students. So congratulations on this wonderful occasion. We on the board are very, very appreciative of the work Ed Adam and the executive director and the dedicated team and all of our architects and contractors do. In 10 years, the transformation in this system has been wonderful, and there's more to come. So congratulations on this day. We look forward to seeing this building open, and your chairman's already talking about doing 3 other things. Just as we were talking, and then as a last comment, I say Chartwells has been a wonderful partner in places I've worked too. So thank you very much.
Before I introduce the next speaker, during President Maloney's speech, he acknowledged DCAM as part of the process here, and looking at our overall plan for the campus. So I would like to acknowledge Mr. Skylar Larrabee, who is here from DCAM. Our next speaker has been a long-time partner, Chartwells has been a long-time partner, and Mr. Coady, who is the executive vice president of Chartwells, has also been on the campus many, many times helping us with projects around dining. So I would like to welcome Mr. Coady to the podium.
Thank you very much, and it's an honor to be here, an honor to have an opportunity to say a few words, and I will be brief. Thank you, Dave. That was very, very nice of you as well. We absolutely appreciate the honor to be here today, and really the relationship and the privilege to serve food on this campus. Worcester is a very special place. I don't have to tell you about it because you all work here. It's a very, very special account, a very special community. I actually have a fellow that reports directly to me, and it's a Worcester State alum. Played on the football team back in the mid-70s named John Hayes. And if Rich Perna didn't have this account, John Hayes would be here because he wants to come back to Worcester. We're really excited for the students, the faculty, and the staff, and everybody that works here, because this dining program and the dormitory, the entire project, is going to be state-of-the-art. I really see it as being a flagship in all of the Massachusetts schools, and I see it really as a milestone in this institution. On behalf of Chartwells, we're always pleased when our financial commitments end up going into facilities that impact and embrace student life, being student-centric. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes we do investments and they end up in loading docks. This is going into a beautiful state-of-the-art dormitory and food service. The platform we're putting in, we call Pulse on Dining. We only have it in a few accounts nationwide. We do 2 or 3 a year. It's a fabulous way of presenting food. I think you're going to be really, really pleased with it. I want to say a special thanks to Dr. Brownlee and also Sandy. They were very, very supportive. Where is Sandy? Hi, Sandy. Sandy also very supportive. During the entire design process, they're incredibly supportive. There was a lot of meetings, a lot of conference calls, really guiding us about what platform to suggest with our design team called Novus. So once again, it's great to work with Ed Adelman and your team, and it's always an added value with Goody Clancy, a great group to work with. On behalf of the local team, led by Joe Kraskauskas, is our regional director, and Rich Perna, everybody on campus knows Rich. The local team is energized, they're excited, they're ready to make it happen, raring to go, and 2014 can't get here soon enough. Thank you.
When you go outside, some of you can see the sign right now. The picture of the building is there, but if you look to the right of the building, there are two pictures that depict what portions of the dining hall will look like. So it's going to be very exciting when it's done. Now I would like to introduce one of the most important people in this process, our student, Mr. Trevor Sancoucy, who is the president of the Student Government Association. This project is the direct result of polling that we did with students, the direct result of what students said they wanted to see in a new building, and so we had to have a student here to give the student point of view. And so Trevor, welcome to the podium.
I know I'm last on here, so I'm going to really try and be fast. I know everyone says that, but I'm going to try.
Tell us how you gave up your spring break to be here.
The rest of my student government is in Washington, D.C. right now, so. But I'd rather be here, because they didn't get a shovel, so. It's been extremely exciting for the students to really see this come off of the paper and take form in slabs of concrete now, but we see all the pictures and we know how beautiful it's going to look, and we couldn't be more excited about it. Having lived in the dorms for 3 years and worked under Adrian in residence life for 2, I'm a firm believer in the idea that most of the growth that happens for students during their time here is outside of the classroom. It comes from the friendships you make in the dorms. It comes from the diversity that you're shown, and all of those things all come together and really create that college experience that everybody's looking for. And it wouldn't be possible for a lot of students if we didn't have residence halls. And the idea that we can add 400 new beds to this campus and create such a wonderful living arrangement for everybody and enhance that is just a beautiful thing, and I'm really excited for that. I'd like to thank all the people that helped make this happen, starting with President Maloney and the Student Affairs Office led by Dr. Brownlee, also the Board of Trustees, the University Advancement Office. I'd also like to thank Chartwells and the MSCBA for all of their extended support. And lastly, I'd like to give a special thanks to Lieutenant Colonel James Sheehan. His donations have been amazing, and the things that we're going to be able to do with those here on campus are going to change the way that we act as a student body, as a campus, as a community as a whole, and we couldn't be more appreciative for all the things that he's given us. So thank you everybody for coming, and I look forward to seeing this next year.
Thank you, Trevor. And now here is the part of this program that makes this a special groundbreaking. So I would like to bring Mr. Tom McNamara to the podium for the naming of the building.
Thank you, Sibyl. I'm losing my voice, so I apologize. Had a little tea before I came up, but it doesn't seem to be helping. And Mr. Sheen, I wish I was in Florida with you, because I wouldn't have this sore throat right now. But it is truly an honor to stand before you on this historic occasion, the groundbreaking ceremony for Sheehan Hall. Lieutenant Colonel James F. Sheehan, Worcester State University, class of 1955. A man of great humility, a distinguished leader in military and civilian careers, a visionary, and a benefactor of unparalleled proportions. Lieutenant Colonel Sheehan chose to share his multitude of successes with my great alma mater to help transform current and future students' lives. Mr. Sheehan's bountiful gifts of $3.6 million have created endowed scholarships for worthy and high-achieving students, created endowed annual merit-based awards, will create and endow the Honors College, and will be used to create and endow a study abroad scholarship program. In the class of 1955, Worcester State Teachers College Oak Leaf Yearbook, Mr. Sheehan's classmates praised and identified him as brilliant, courteous, and possessed leadership qualities. These words resonate as much today as they did more than 58 years ago. In recognition of the magnitude of Mr. Sheehan's financial offerings, and in recognition of the profound impact on Worcester State University's students, I am so very proud to formally name our new residential hall, Sheehan Hall, commemorating a true gentleman and quintessential philanthropist. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be part of this monumental day, and I do thank Mr. Sheehan from the bottom of my heart for the support he's provided Worcester State and our students. So thank you for taking the time.
All right, with those who have been invited to participate in the groundbreaking, please take a shovel and a helmet.
Too happy for you, Tom?
Good, nice smiles, good. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Ready, whenever you're on 3, you're going to throw it into the box. Don't get outside the box. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Look at that.